Hello students, a very warm welcome to the Gravitation lecture number 8 concepts and problem session, and today we are going to get into one of the most interesting parts of gravitation. Definitely very practical, something that you have been often experiencing if you are moving from one place to another place, with different terrain, different heights, etc. It's definitely one of those topics that you would love to know both practically, but as well as it is very important for your exam. So from your exam perspective as well, this is one of the most important topic for your gravitation, from which often the questions are asked in your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. And dear students, a very warm welcome to this awesome session, and definitely do share this video with your friends because it's going to be very practical, trust me. And students, that being said, I am Muralidharan Gopalakrishnan. I completed my MS in Electrical Engineering from one of the top ranking American university. I'm also an IITian who completed BTech from IIT Guwahati. I have 4+ years of experience preparing students for IIT JEE and other competitive exams. And yes, I have filed 25 patent applications in India and abroad, mostly tech-based patents. Okay. Hi Ravi, hi, hello, good evening students, a very good evening. And students, if you are looking for a complete package for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation, it's going to be Unacademy subscription. Why? Unacademy subscription as the best in class classes, that too in the form of daily interactive classes with the best educators across the nation on the best in class platform with live polls and leaderboards, where your learning becomes fun and you can assess your positions and learn from your mistakes. Not only that, we keep constantly giving out test series and analysis on an Unacademy subscription platform. That way you will be able to efficiently prepare yourself for exam, and you can learn from your mistakes and of course get accustomed to that exam environment. Of course, it's that champions tool, the best in class package for your JEE preparation, and every program on Unacademy's subscription is a structured program where we systematically take you through this entire journey. So what happens is, on every Unacademy subscription program, you will get access to live doubt clearing classes with the best educators across the nation. So think about it. It's not just live classes, but it's live classes with the best educators in the form of best program on the best platform is what Unacademy subscription is providing you. And yes, students, how do you avail this Unacademy subscription, the champions tool for your JEE preparation? All you need to do is click on the left hand top corner extension bar, choose plus, and then choose IIT JEE as your goal, and then hit on this get subscription button. Yes, that's all you need to do, and post that you'll realize it's one subscription, unlimited access throughout the period. So all you have to do is get one subscription and you will be able to access both JEE Mains and JEE Advanced program on an Unacademy subscription. And not only that, students, you can access as many programs as you want. It's one subscription and unlimited access throughout the period. And when it comes to the price, Unacademy subscription is quite reasonable. If you go for a 24-month subscription program, you can get it at a price of only 2,100 per month, which is less than less than 70 rupees a day is what you have to pay for Unacademy subscription. And yes, if you are in long term or dropper, you may go for a 12-month program as well, which is also quite reasonable, which is going to cost you less than 2,900 to 2,888 only per month. And of course, guys, not only that, we also have something known as iconic subscription, which is a little beyond your plus subscription, your traditional subscription. On iconic subscription, you will get access to IITians and NITians who have previously gone through this journey and who have cracked the exams. So they will be able to guide you with the strategies and the do's and don'ts for your JEE preparation, guys. Absolutely one of the best things if you can have for your exam preparation, if you can definitely afford it. And even when it comes to iconic subscription, all it is going to cost you is 90,000 for 2 years, and for 1 year it's going to cost you only 58,500. Okay, of course, this has to be interchanged. So this is for we recommend this 12-month subscription, be it Iconic or Plus, for 8th to 11th class students, and we recommend 12-month subscription to droppers, long term, and 12th class students. Okay, so stay tuned. If you would like to know more about it, we will again discuss about this thing. And of course, it's one of the best things that you could have for your JEE preparation. As you know, it's going to be the best in class of preparation for your JEE, like pursuits. And be sure to apply Murli Live code because you will get to this price points and avail best discount on your subscription purchases. Be it any kind of thing that you're availing on Unacademy subscription platform, you can apply Murli Live code and get the best discount. And yes, students, do remember that stay optimistic. Even if the world does not believe in you, but you believe in yourself, you think you can do it, and you will ultimately do it. Students, don't worry about it. All you need to do is like stay motivated, never get discouraged, believe in yourself, and it will happen. And that is the sort of truth, students. Even if the world does not believe in you, but if you believe in yourself, it will happen. Right? Stay motivated. It's a pretty easy, and definitely today it's an interesting topic. And guys, one more thing, JEE English is a free of cost initiative by Unacademy. So do like and share this video. Do definitely share this video because you're going to get into something really very interesting. Definitely do share this video with your friends. Ask your friends to come on board and enjoy this amazing lecture. And very practical. So think about it. So anyway, let's get into the questions. A concept and problem based session. But think about this, question where you are a person that this, this stick man over here, this small, guy over here, and of course you're standing on some kind of hill. Okay, and let's say this hill, it's quite possible, right? You are standing on the top of a hill and it is at a certain height from the earth surface. You assume to be like an kind of round earth, and in that case like spherical earth actually. So in that case, what does happen? You're standing at a height h, and you're observing what is my weight, or what is the gravitational acceleration experienced by a body. Let's say you're dropping from this height. Okay, I've intentionally got this picture like this because you're still onto the earth's surface, right? Gravitational acceleration is pulling you. Absolutely, it's pulling you down. So you are still on this height. Now arises the question, is, let's say you're measuring your weight, or you're dropping a ball on the surface, on the same surface. What do you think is going to happen? Whether the gravitational acceleration is going to remain the same, whether it's going to increase, or whether it's going to decrease. If it's going to decrease, how it's going to decrease, and if it's going to increase, how is it's going to increase. So any guesses? Do you think if you have been thinking the gravitational acceleration is going to be the same, you have thought little wrong. It's not going to be the same if g is the gravitational acceleration on the surface of the earth. If you were standing on the surface of the earth, if the gravitational acceleration is g, when you stand on like a hilltop or something which is at a height h from the surface, it's not going to be g, student. Okay, first of all, get the clarity, and let's understand first of all, if you have been standing on the surface of the earth. Okay, let's say this blue colored sphere is the earth, and now you are standing on the surface of the earth. So for you now over here, what happens is you're experiencing g. We generally say this to be like some 9.8 meters per second. What is this exactly? Acceleration. Of course, this is acceleration. But what is this? This is G is what? Gravitational field. Isn't it? We call this to be gravitational field. It's the same thing that we discussed earlier, right? If it's gravitational field, what is the value of G, it's nothing but G, gravitational constant, multiplied by mass of Earth divided by R square. Okay, divided by R square. So this R, this the radius of the Earth R. You can see this R over here, right? So okay, fine. If this is G, this is on the surface of the Earth. This is what we have been measuring as your some 9.8 meters per second. So what do you think is going to happen after you climb on an elevation? You think the gravitational acceleration is going to increase. This is on the surface, students. On the surface. You can experience this in real life. Okay, on the surface of Earth. Now comes the question. So let's say now you're not on the surface, but you are standing on, like a hill or a mountain. Not this big a mountain is not possible if this is on Earth. But anyway, let's assume this is some Earth-like planet, an ideal model of Earth where it is all, spherical, and you're standing at certain height. And now the thing is, you're trying to measure G over here. This is going to be G dash. It's not going to be G again. The gravitational acceleration, let's say you are dropping a ball over here. It's going to not experience G. It is going to experience some G dash. And what is this value of G dash? G dash is going to be less than your G. Your G dash is going to be less than your G. How much is that going to be? Now comes the question. How do you measure this? So if you remember, it's the same question. Just because it's Earth, we are not going to change our assumption. So we will be saying now, the mass of the Earth is all concentrated at the center. Whatever is the mass of the Earth, it's all concentrated at the center of the Earth, like a point object. Exactly like a point object. Okay, like a point mass, you can say. Okay, point object with a mass, or a heavy mass point object, etc. Now, how much is this distance? You will be adding this, which is going to be R. Now, what is your gravitational field? Your gravitational field is going to be G dash. We are measuring this gravitational field experienced by a body on that height h, which is going to be G into M is going to be M, mass of Earth. What about the distance? The distance is the total distance R plus of h. Okay, distance is the total distance R plus of h. Now there you go. Now you understood why this is true. For any height, you are moving away from the mass, hence the gravitational field is going to decrease. Going to decrease. Now the next immediate thing, if understood this point, that should come to your mind is, how do we express this G dash in terms of G? Totally possible. Okay, what would you do? You divide this by the radius of the Earth whole square and multiply it with the radius of the Earth whole square. But I hope this concept is clear. You are going to take it as a point mass at the center, which is at an height h. So that's all you need to know. Often you will come across expressions which are given to you in your books, but probably you want to understand the concept and maybe remember the expression if you want to remember it at all. Not just blindly remember the expression, because that is definitely going to cause some confusion in the exam. But if you are clear with the concept, it's not going to cause any confusion in the exam. Alright, let's move on then. It's really that simple. So this guy is at a certain height h. Now we have this expression. What we are going to do is we are going to express this G dash in terms of G. And what is the value of G dash? This is GME by R plus H whole square. That's all mathematics now. Just keep watching. What am I going to do now? I'm just going to separate out this term and say multiply this term with R square and divide it with R square. Okay, divided with R square and again multiply with. Simple. Many times this is just a one-line formula, but you don't want to go with the one-line formula, but rather with the method and probably understand. Okay, we'll come also to the approximation part. And if you remember, what was this, students? This was your gravitational field on the surface, which is going to be G. We can write down this as G into something. We have already got the expression for your gravitational acceleration at certain height. What am I going to do is, here you have R plus H, right? You can write this all this way as well, if you think about it. It's the same thing. I've taken the entire thing inside the square, all to the power square, and just making it look more efficient to remember, or you're just manipulating it to get the answer. As simple as that. Okay, you're just manipulating it to get the answer. That is what we are trying to do over here. So in this case, if I'm going to separate out R and H, it's basically R by R plus of H by R. So this would look something like this. G into one divided by R 1 plus of H by R. Okay, what have I done? I've just written this thing separately. That's it. That is all we have done. This term is there, right? I've written this as R by R plus of H by R. That's it. Nothing else. No magic, nothing. Is the same thing, just expressed in a different form according to your expected answer. That's it. That is something that you have to learn even from your examination perspective. Okay, but there is a thing behind this. Why do we try to express it this way? We finally do some binomial approximation. Okay, that's the reason we try to express it this way. There is no other reason. So yes, from this you can say what is the given answer. It should be G dash is equal to, which is the, we can write it down rather this way. Definitely do note it down, students. Definitely do note it down. Gravitational acceleration at an height. What are we measuring? Gravitational acceleration. Okay, this is one of the things that you want to note down, but rather the form that we have written is not important, but the method that we have written is more important. Gravitational acceleration of a planet or Earth at a certain height, at a height h. What is more important? More important is the basic concept. Basic concept of saying that spherical body, we assume the mass all to be concentrated at the center. That is it. As simple as it. Okay. So the answer should have been h by r whole square. It should be b. Okay. Now let's come to the part where you want to make it look like an expression that we have come across before. So what we are going to do is, we have this G dash is equal to G into 1 divided by, right? So we can write down this entire thing. So what are we going to do is, we are going to try and express this thing in such a form that we are able to bring in that binomial approximation. Okay, that's it. That's all you need to do. So this is going to be what? This is going to be 1 plus h by r. How do I remember it's h by r? It has to be h by r because r would come on the top. That's how you got g over here. Okay. To the power minus 2. Instead of square, I'm writing it down as inverse of square, where I have taken out this one. That's it. Simplification. Now the thing is, this is g. I'm going to write it down something like this. 1 minus of 2h by r. This is definitely something that you want to note down and understand the logic behind this. How are we writing this down? Okay, here lies the trick. There is something known as you can write down 1 minus a to the power n, 1 plus a to the power minus n as 1 minus of n into a, given that n is a positive number. This is how we get this. Just focus. I'm just giving the rationale behind writing this exact thing down, and this is only possible if your a is less than 1. And in this case, what is our a? Our a is n is minus 2. A is how much? A is h by r. And of course, your height should not be comparable to r. That is when you can write this down. Do remember this. This expression you can of course apply directly as given in your like books. Okay, this is the bookish expression, and this is how we get that bookish expression, that it is 1 plus a to the power minus n is nothing but 1 minus n into a. But this bookish expression, the bookish expression is only valid if a is less than 1. In that case, what is your a? A is h by r. That means you should not be at a very large height, or you should not be at a very tall point. You cannot be at half the radius of earth, or let's say even quarter of the radius of the earth. In that case, you want to go by the normal method, by all the techniques that you have come across. Okay, I believe this has been simplified for you, and this is an expression. Note it down. Take a screenshot, note it down, whatever, just do note it down. Simple. Let's move on then. Easy guys, easy. Binomial expression approximation. Okay, binomial approximation, that is one thing that you need to know. And the concept. What is the concept? Above the surface, you consider the point mass to be all focused at the center. Okay, sorry for the color, let me just change this color. It's all focused to be at the center. So it's basically a point mass with mass of the earth at a distance. How much? R plus h. That's it. Let's move on then. Okay. So now comes the question. Find the height h above Earth's surface at which the height of the the weight of the man becomes 1/4 of the weight measured on the surface of the earth, and given to you is r as the radius of the earth. So yes, why don't you get started and of course see whether your approximation is working or whether you should be going by the approximation. So what do you think? Should you be going with the approximation? Is it valid to say that I can make use of approximation to solve the problem? What does this question exactly talk about? Weight, isn't it? If it's weight, What are we talking about? If it's this weight of this person, weight of this guy standing over here, you're measuring some weight. What is weight? Weight is mass into gravitational acceleration. Okay, let's take this to be on the surface of the earth. Mass does not change with height. Absolutely no. Your mass is going to remain the same, but your weight is going to change. W dash at certain height is going to be m into g dash. The actual thing that is changing is your gravitational acceleration. Right away, this should come to your mind whenever you are trying to solve any such problem. This is at height h above the surface of the earth. At a height, I'm not sure whether it's at an height or at a height, whatever it is, at a height h, height, okay, above the earth's surface. What happens? Your weight is of course going to decrease. It has become how much? 1/4. So what have they given to you? They told you that your weight becomes 1/4. It's pretty damn easy problem, guys. It's really easy problem. Focus on the problem. It's given to you W dash at some height divided by W is equal to how much? 1/4. That means G by G dash is 1/4. Same thing, isn't it? Yes. Mass does not change. Mass remains constant. What is changing? Gravitational acceleration. Gravitational acceleration. You know this thing. Now you need to write down the expressions. Okay. So if you have been using 1 G is equal to G into 1 minus 2h by R, everything will go. Try to calculate it, just like that. So if let's say G is equal to, G dash is equal to G into 1 minus 2h by R is equal to G by 4. So basically 1 minus 2h by R is equal to 1/4. Okay. And then what do? You take it on the other side, it will become 3/4. So you're going to get 2h by R as 3/4. That means your height should be like how much? Like 3/8 R, right? 3/8 R is not right. Okay. You'll be getting 3/8 R. Try to apply that approximate thing. It will be wrong. Okay. Now comes the trick. Not the trick, the concept basically. What is G dash? At this height, what is the G dash? It's going to be G M E by R plus H of whole square. What about G? G is going to be how much? On the surface. Okay, we are talking about at the surface. Okay, not at the surface. It should be how much? GME by R square. Simple. Take the ratio and say that it's 1/4. If you take the ratio of the both, it's going to be basically R plus H whole square. R square divided by R plus H whole square is equal to 1/4. Okay. You anyway have this thing. G dash divided by G is equal to 1/4. We know that from the earlier expression, which is nothing but if you take the ratio of both GME is constant, they will get cancelled. Mass is not going to change. Gravitational acceleration is not going to change. Gravitational constant is not going to change. Of course, gravitational acceleration is going to change. And this is going to be how much? This is going to be R square. This R square will come on the numerator. This R plus H whole square will remain on the denominator. That's it. It's a simple one. You need to find out the value of H. So r divided by r plus h whole square is equal to 1 by 4. You know this. Shall we move on? Okay, let's move on then. Okay. So this means r square. So this implies, let's take a new page. Just a moment. Okay, we add this r square plus of r plus h whole square is equal to 1 by 4. This r square by r plus h whole square can be written in this way. If you remember, during the expression we wrote it something like this. That's it. From here, if you take a square root on both sides, it's going to be r divided by r plus h is equal to 1 by 2. Square root on both sides. That means your h is equal to r. That's it. This will give you 2r is equal to r plus of h, which means your h is equal to r. But if you are gone by the bookish expressions, even if you memorize the bookish expression, you would have got the wrong one. What is the wrong one? Wrong one would have been 3r by, I think 3r by 8h or something. Which is wrong. I think you would be getting 3r by 8h. You'll be getting something like this. Okay, you can do the math later on. Anyway, this is not the way to go about it. That is only valid if the height is very small. Easy, simple. Alright, let's move on to the next question then. From here we know r is equal to h. Okay, this is one of the most popular problems. The height above the earth's surface where the weight of the man becomes 36% of the value at the surface of the earth. A very similar problem. Take a moment. You should be able to quickly, students who have understood the concept, you have directly what you're going to say. You're going to say r plus h whole square is equal to 36% of r square. As simple as that. Okay. Else we'll do it, but still that is how you have to go. Right? If it's 36%, it's going to be 0.6 r is equal to 0.06 r or 0.6 r. Yeah, 0.6 r. Yes, yeah, 0.6 r is equal to r plus h. That means your r should be like okay. Let's do the calculations. Okay. All right. So you very well understood this thing, that from this given thing, it is basically saying weight at an height w dash, if it's the weight measured over here is w dash, and on the surface it's going to be w, that is going to be 36%, which is nothing but 36 by 100 of w, which says what? Weight, mass are same, so you can say g dash, gravitational acceleration experienced at this height g dash going to be on the surface. So we will be saying this is 36 by 100th of it, and this is g. And what is g dash? G dash is g into me divided by r plus h of whole square. Okay, that is where I made the mistake during my calculation. Anyway, and this is going to be how much? 36 by 100 into that of GME, surface of earth, it's basically r square. That's it. Oh, cancel out this. What you have remaining is some 0.36 times r plus h is equal to r. Okay. Let's get into this. What I'm going to do is basically you need to take a root on both sides. You finally add the expression something like this after cancelling out every term, and that's going to be 36 by 100 into that of 1 by r square. Take a square root on both sides. Simplest way is to go about it is take a square root on both sides. Once you take square root, what do you get? You get this to be 1 by r plus h. And on the other side, what you get? 6 by 10, 36, 6 square, 110, and this is going to be r. Okay, even simpler is I think solving it directly. So 10r is equal to, if I take this on the other side, is equal to 6r plus 6h. So your 4r is equal to 6h, which translates h to be 2 by 3rd of that r. Finally, this would be given out. Okay, this is just simplification. Says that height is equal to 2 by 3r. Easy, simple. Let's get into the next one then. Okay, let's see if our answer is correct. Yeah, 2r by 3. 2r by 3. Answer should have been A. Let's get into the next one. Okay, now comes the other form of question. Okay, again, this is a concept and problem. So, person digs a tunnel of depth h from the surface of Earth and reaches a depth of h below the surface. Basically, he's digging a tunnel. So, if you see this, person over here, this guy is digging the tunnel and reaching this place, which is at a depth h from the surface of Earth. Now, what do you think is going to happen to the gravitational acceleration? Whether it's going to remain the same, whether it is going to change, if it is going to change, how it is going to change, whether it's going to increase or decrease. Let me tell you, it's not going to either increase or it's not going to remain the same. Why it's not going to remain the same? You need to correlate with something that we did earlier. Okay. Not true. Neither this is going to increase G into H. So it should be one among these two. Okay. But anyway, you know already the expression from the last one, so you'll be able to guess easily. This is the answer. But our objective is to learn the concept from this problem, not to basically, it's not to basically guess the answer from the options. It's not a PYQ session. We'll be doing that in the PYQ session. So basically, you need to think about it as a sphere, that is at radius r, and mass some me dash. Why am I calling this me dash? It's not the complete mass, it's only part of it. Okay, it's only part of it. What is the original radius and the mass of Earth? Here we took it as r, and the mass to be m. Now the question is me or m, whatever. Okay, me just indicates mass of the Earth. Now the question arises, how do I calculate the gravitational acceleration when this guy has reached certain height inside the Earth by digging in a tunnel or something? See, what is gravitational acceleration? Nothing but gravitational field. gravitational acceleration to give you better clarity, because in the last one I don't think you hardly required any clarity. Basically gravitational field, in this case gm dash, which is going to be gme dash divided by r square. Okay, so assume this guy to be a point mass on the surface, then this would be more clear. Don't think him as a person, don't think about him as a person at like a radius r height inside the tunnel. Just think about him as someone whose weight is being measured at some point like this. Okay, and a small tunnel, not a very large tunnel, somewhere measuring the gravitational acceleration g dash over. Okay, now that is it, guys. That is it. The question is solved. But if you remember this thing, it could be very easy. For any given point inside the solid sphere, what was gravitational acceleration expression? Gm whole mass, not dash, divided by r cube into r. Okay, how do we get this? You can substitute all the density and etc. So how do we do this? Is like, this is basically g into me dash. Me dash is how much? Rho into 4 by 3 pi small r cube divided by r square. And what was rho, if you remember? Rho is the uniform mass distribution. Assuming it's a uniform mass distribution, in this case we say that rho e would be mass of the earth me divided by how much? 4 by 3 capital pi r cube. Okay, 4 by 3 pi capital R cube. That is it. Okay, this is how we used to get this expression. Okay, you simplify this expression, it's the same thing. Substitute it, you will get this to be something like this. Okay, think about it. Me divided by 4 by 3 pi r cube, capital R cube. 4 pi gets cancelled. 4 by 3 pi gets cancelled. R cube would anyway be there, and on the numerator you will have something like me. The me is the total mass. Me is the total mass. That is it. The same thing written over here. Okay, what is this? This is nothing but gravitational acceleration. Alright, everything is simplified now. But there's a small thing. We need to express this in terms of G. Just a small thing that we need to work around, play around, so that we get it in terms of G. This is something that we need to do. Okay, we have some more things to discuss around this point. Okay, sorry, first of all, what I wanted to this thing, say that G on surface is Gm by r square. If you remember, I hope everyone remembers this gravitational acceleration. And now at an depth h, we haven't expressed it yet. Okay, at a depth h, we haven't expressed it yet. I'll come to that point. If you understood this thing, it's pretty simple. You're basically just writing down the subscripts. So what is that thing that I'm going to do? I'm going to basically write down small r as capital R minus of. We can write this down, isn't it? This is h. This is how much? This is like R. That means how much is this? This is going to be R minus of. That is what I have done. I just substitute that value. Nothing new. It's the same thing. And yeah, that's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. Okay. So that's what we have done. We have just substituted value of R. Now next thing would be to express this in terms of this GS or G. Okay. So this is nothing but GME by R square into that of R minus H divided by that of R. Okay. And what is this thing? This thing is gravitational acceleration on the surface multiplied by, just take this R inside just like how we did earlier, you will get this to be 1 minus H by. There you go. That's it. That's all you have got, the expression for gravitation acceleration at a depth. At a depth h. Easy? Simple? Now let's come to one of the things that have been asked in your exams earlier, etc. Graphing based questions. Okay. So now the thing is, what we are going to do is we are going to say, from the center of the earth, we will be measuring the h, basically some r, and we'll be in this case just calling this as h or r, whatever you like to call it, and draw the graph. It's the same graph that we drew earlier, if you remember, for solid sphere. I'll just draw one of the sides of it. The other side you can do for it. Okay, this is for height anyway. Don't worry about it. Okay, let's do this. Okay, now there you an axis like this, and what is this? This is like r, small r, or I'm going to call this as height from the surface. Let's call this a small r. Okay, just measuring the small r from here. The same kind of graph. And what are we measuring on the other side? But instead of that, if you're going to do height and depth, initially your gravitational acceleration should be decreasing, but in this case it will be increasing because you are measuring with respect to this r at a distance from your center of the earth, and this is radius of the earth. Okay, that is where, this is which point? This is the surface point, surface of earth, where you have max gravitation. G max. Then what happens? Drops. This is proportional to the distance. This is actually which kind of graph? Basically y is inversely proportional to 1 by x square. Y is proportional to x. Easy? That's it. That's all you need to know. Same thing, same thing. There is no difference in both. And yes, let's do a thing. Okay. If the weight of the person on the surface of the earth is 200 Newton, then the weight of the person at a depth r by 2 from the surface of the earth is going to be how much? Take r as the radius of the earth. Why is that? Okay, I think that is necessary. But how do you calculate this? Whether it should increase or decrease if you are going to measure the weight it should of course decrease. It should be between 50 and 100 newtons, definitely not 200 or 300 newtons. That is something that you know, right? Simply cancel out these two things. Now what is left over 50 and 100? Among those 50 and 100, what it should be? You need to calculate it, okay? We can't just this. I think it should be 50. Let's first of all say W dash by W is equal to how much? G dash by G, which is, let's do it this way. Even if you don't remember the expression, what you can do is, what was G dash? GM R square, GM divided by R cube into R. And what is the value of R in this case? R is the distance from the center. Okay. And your, what is G? GM by R square. It's plain GM E by R square. Okay, whatever it is. There you go. There you go. 1 R. R by R is there. Okay. So what is R in this case? R was, it's R by 2 distance depth. So capital R. Some of you understood, it's basically R by 2. I think most of you understood. But let's say it was like, R by 3. Then what would you do? R minus of R by 3. If this was instead R by 3, it's basically R minus of R by 3. Since it's R by 2, what we'll be doing? We'll be just writing down R by 2. Okay. It's not simply that I'm just, writing it down as R. So it should be R by 2. Are we doing this? You should. Okay, this is R by R, which is going to be R by 2 into that of 1 by R. Basically, it's 100 newtons, not 50 newtons. My mistake. Basically, your gravitational acceleration has gone down by 50%. Okay, let's further write it down. So we got something like this, W by W dash, W dash by W is equal to G dash by G, which is going to be 1 by 2. This is something that we got earlier, that's it. So R by 2, we substitute the value of R by 2 in R, the small r, we got it to be that. Now what we need to do? Basically further say that W dash is W by 2, hence in this case it's 200 newtons divided by 2, 100 newtons. Really that simple. Okay. I hope this was a very simple question. Okay, we'll start with the next problem in the next class, of course. But before that, we have a very, very important announcement for you. It should start with B. Okay, there are more interesting problems coming up. But yes, students, this Sunday from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. we'll be getting on to the vectors part 3. Enroll to the program today, guys, because not only part 3, we are also going to cover part 4 on Monday, Sunday, and Monday. We will be having 3 special classes on vectors this week. Be sure to attend them to learn vectors from your physics perspective. Especially do cover the first 2 lectures, which is more about your cardinal points and kinematics based problem. Will be of course dealing with more like riverboat problem, etc., using vectors. But guys, let me tell you, that is not all about vectors. Vectors is a huge field, as you know. It has applications everywhere, from your gaming to astrophysics to molecular level physics. So be sure to attend these classes and enjoy them. If you are even weak in vectors, this is one of the places that you want to begin with. Try to cover the first 2 lectures, students. They are very short lectures. Try to cover them, and of course the next 2 lectures are also going to be very interesting as the earlier one. So make sure you are attending them and do not miss it out. Enroll today, students, enroll today. And not only that, we have already completed A to Z of units, dimensions and measurements. So this Sunday it's A to Z of vectors, but we have already covered and completed units, dimensions and measurements. And why do you want to attend units, dimensions and measurements as a 2021 aspirant? Because this is something that you don't want to miss out, and as like a 2022 aspirant, this is a part of your syllabus. 2021 aspirants, this is definitely something that you don't want to miss out, because this is the easiest topic that you can prepare for your exam. Definitely easiest, less time consuming. All you need to do is attend 4 + 1 5 sessions to completely understand and solve problems in units, dimensions and measurements. And what have all we done in this session? We have done units based problems, dimension analysis of important quantities, least count analysis, error analysis, measuring instruments like your screw gauge and vernier calipers. And not only that, 2021 aspirants, you also do questions as a combination in your JEE Advanced, and definitely one easy question shows up every year in your JEE Mains. So guys, don't miss out this topic, don't neglect this topic, complete it. All it would take is 5 sessions to attend the units, dimensions and measurements. And of course, don't miss out the A to Z session that is going to come up on vectors. And not only that, students, if you do not have a Telegram app yet, just do download it from your Google Play Store or App Store, and post that what you need to do is click on this link which is available in the description box below. So there is a link in the description box below. You may want to click onto that link and get onto our Telegram channel. And once you get onto the Telegram channel, you will get live before time updates on the special classes conducted by me and JEE English team. And students, we keep conducting, I keep conducting A to Z session on your Unacademy learning app. So these are all free of cost sessions, students. Even this was also a free of cost session, and the upcoming sessions are also free of cost sessions. So, and in this A to Z sessions, I try to little bit pace up your learning. And not only that, it's like that one day that you want to attend, or the 2 days in the weekend that you want to attend to get started or to revise your topics, right? And definitely this is one of the sessions that you want to attend, guys. So don't miss it out. Get onto our Telegram channel and get live updates, not only on this, also on the YouTube classes conducted by our team. And students, and definitely do download Unacademy learning app. If you don't have one, this is something that you need to download from your Google Play Store and App Store. The most downloaded education app. First of all, type in Unacademy, and the first search result is going to be your Unacademy learning app. Just click on to this link and click on this install button, guys. And why do you want to do this? Because you will get live notifications on the educators you follow. So if you have followed me, you would have got already the live notifications on vectors, and also the previous classes on units, dimensions and measurements, current and electricity. So some of the most important topics for your JEE preparation has been covered in a full-fledged manner with different kind of model problems on your Unacademy learning platform. So Unacademy learning app platform, if you want to get those notifications, do download it and follow me. Not only that, guys, one more important thing around this is not about just these kind of sessions, but also you can get live updates on classes conducted by the educators that you follow. And more importantly, students, you can get to attend free of cost quizzes and Unacademy Combat, of course. Yes, Unacademy Combat is another thing that you can get to attend once you get on Unacademy learning app, and you can attend these classes from anywhere, students. The most important thing is you can attend these classes from anywhere. So definitely do get on to our Unacademy learning app, the most downloaded education app. And guys, this 13th of December, just a moment, students, just a moment. So I believe there is some streaming issues. Let me just quickly jump on to this and see. Yeah, my mistake. Yes, and this 13th of December, you will be having AIM JEE Advanced 2021 papers that is going to happen from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. as you can expect in your JEE Advanced paper. So this is going to be free of cost thing again. So do enroll and try to attend these test series. You can prepare as well as for your JEE Advanced by attending these test series. This will give you the feel of the pattern of JEE Advanced exam, and along with that, think about it, free of cost test series, definitely do attend them. It is going to start on 13th of December. So do enroll today, guys. Do enroll today. And if, of course, if it's asking for any code, do apply Murli Live and unlock it. And guys, yes, this AIM JEE Advanced, not only having the typical pattern of your JEE Advanced, where you have two papers, just like your JEE Advanced. This paper is set by the top educators, and not only that, you will be getting free analysis classes by our top educators on the platform. And guys, one more important announcement, the coming 20th December, we are going to have again the most competitive gamified IIT JEE battle ever, where you can compete live and win lots of rewards and prizes, guys. So yes, do compete live and try to win lots of rewards and prizes this coming 20th of December. Don't miss it out. Enroll now itself and apply Murli Live code. And yes, not only that, guys, let me tell you, it should be an amazing learning experience for you, because you are going to compete with some of the best students. And it's going to be an interesting thing for you because it's a gamified thing, and it's also going to be a rewarding thing for you because you can win hundreds of Amazon voucher, Apple MacBook Air, and also iPad and Apple earpods. So yes, do enroll today. Don't wait for it until the end. And students, that being said, if you are looking for a complete package, a champions tool for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation, it's definitely going to be Unacademy subscription, where you get to attend free live classes, live interactive classes with the best educators across the nation, and on the best of the kind platforms, with live polls and leaderboard, and where your learning is going to be definitely be fun. And not only that, guys, you also get to attend national level test series, and you will get analysis along with it. And the speciality of Unacademy subscription is that every program on Unacademy subscription is a structured program. You will get access to not only best educators on the best in class platform, but also you will be getting access to a very structured and a systematic program, where every fourth session is going to be a live doubt clearing session. And this too, a dedicated doubt clearing session. That way you'll be able to maintain the completeness for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation, guys. And yes, we do also have programs for both JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. And guys, not only that, Unacademy subscription comes with one more amazing thing. All you need to do is avail one subscription and you will get unlimited access. You can access programs of both JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. It's that complete package that you need for your JEE preparation, students. And of course, this is one of those things that you need for excelling in your pursuits and for preparing in your exams properly. This is one of the things, because think about it, best educators teaching you in the form of best structured program, and not only that, on the best in class, very interactive and attractive platform with all the kind of test series that you need for your overall improvement in your performance for your JEE preparation. And how do you avail this? All you need to do is click on the left hand top corner extension bar, choose plus, choose IIT JEE as your goal. And as I told you, don't worry, we have programs for both JEE Mains and JEE Advanced on a single subscription. So don't worry about it, and then hit on this get subscription button. Then you will realize that you're going to get access to some of the amazing programs, that to unlimited access, students. And this all comes at a price of only 2,100 per month if you go for a 24-month subscription. And that means it's less than 70 rupees a day is what you have to pay for an Unacademy subscription, guys. Yes, that is all you need to pay for an Unacademy subscription, and with the best educators. And how do you get to this price point? You need to apply Murli Live code to get to this price point. Yes, to get the best discount on your subscription purchases, be sure to apply Murli live code. And guys, yes, we do also have convenient payment options for you where you do not have to go through the hassle of paying all the fee at once. You can split your payments into multiple parts using our pay in parts in-house feature. Not only that, we also have access to no cost EMI. So yes, these are like easy monthly installments without any interest. It does not bear an interest. Again, the same kind of thing where you do not have to pay any interest on your EMIs. Again, split your payments into multiple parts. These are two interesting payment options that you definitely want to check out before purchasing an Unacademy subscription, because it can take away the burden of paying all the fee at once and you can easily purchase your Unacademy subscription. But if you're looking for debit card, credit card, UPI and other payment modes, we also have that on Unacademy subscription platform. And guys, if you are a long term or dropout, we typically recommend that you go with a 12-month program, generally meant for droppers, long-term students and class 12 students. Okay, and of course anyway, it's a 2-year-long journey, 22 aspirants. You may want to think from a very different perspective, but 21 aspirants or students in long-term dropper, you want to think from a different perspective, and we can provide you that perspective. And what do we have for you on Unacademy subscription in 12-month subscriptions? We have dedicated droppers batch. We have like micro courses, that way you will be able to maintain completeness. We of course do have national level test series, and we have these lectures delivered by some of the best educators across the nation and legends like DC Pandey sir on this platform. Yes guys, this is some of the best things that we have for your JEE preparation, and definitely do think about it, because this comes only at a price of less than 2,900. All you have to pay is 2,888 after you apply Murli Live code, of course. So avail your best discount by applying Murli Live code, and we also have 6,000 plus materials for your JEE preparation. And students, not only that, there is something beyond plus subscription on Unacademy subscription. That's going to be your Iconic subscription. Okay, and what do you get on Iconic subscription? On Iconic subscription, you not only get all the features of plus subscription, along with that you will get access to like personal coaching from IITians and NITians who will be exactly guiding you with the do's and don'ts for your JEE preparation. And also you'll get frequent test analysis and study planner. So kind of the thing that you want, if you can afford it, Iconic subscription is going to be one of the best things for your JEE preparation, guys, definitely. Because think about it, IITians and NITians who have previously have gone through this journey and cracked the exams are guiding you with the do's and the don'ts and the strategy to make it happen. Yes, that is the speciality of Iconic subscription, and a 12-month program is going to cost you only 58,500, and a 24-month program is going to cost you 90,000. Yes, of course, that's for 2 years. And be sure to apply Murli Live code to get the best discount, be it on Unacademy plus subscription, Iconic subscription, or to unlock any of the programs. And yes, now you can take your JEE preparation to the next level with our personal coaching, with our personal touch from our JEE English team. And now you can attend the JEE workshops, and we'll be giving out expert guidelines on Iconic subscription platform. And yes guys, now you can take your preparation to next level in English. If you want that, you can do that with our team. Yes, do definitely check out our team. Our team is like one of the best teams where we have, IITians, NITians and head of coaching institutes on our team. Definitely, a team that can guide you through this amazing journey. So also do click on that, subscribe button and bell notification and like and share button, guys. And definitely do share this video, because someone in need may get access to this free of cost full-length lectures for your JEE preparation. So do share this video, do click on that bell notification, do click on that subscribe button, and do not forget to like and share the video, students. And yes, don't only work hard but also work smart to achieve your success. And today at 7:30 we'll be having a PYQ session where we'll be discussing 2020 problems. So we'll be discussing your 2020 problems. So do check it out. 2020 JEE Mains problem, of course. For now, it's going to be about JEE Mains, because your JEE Mains is the first thing that you're going to give. So 2020 JEE Mains problem today at 7:30. So stay tuned and do not forget to attend that lecture, and do not forget to share this lecture. Keep acquiring knowledge and share it, because you know what, sharing knowledge also doubles your knowledge. And there is no overnight success. Work hard and smart to achieve your success. And yes, students, see you at 7:30.